Hello and welcome back to Media Dialogues with Storyboard 18. I'm Dalsha Dirani and today I'm in conversation with Santosh Iyer, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Mercedes-Benz India. Speaking now about, the time that we are sort of getting into, which is the grand festive quarter in India, what are your plans for that in terms of even just your marketing activities, campaigns, but also what's your outlook? What's your outlook for what we, like to call the golden quarter or the fifth quarter?
Yeah.
What's your outlook?
In the past, festive campaigns used to be about discounts, a lot because customers are looking for it, etc. Now the fundamental change is even if there is a Diwali in November 11th odd, customers are already booking the cars now because they know that it takes 2 months once you book a car to get the car. So the good part is many of them are preponing. They are all booking the car. Of course, deliveries will happen during the festive period. But what we are doing as a brand is we said, how do we make it more memorable? So we have actually discussed with MS Dhoni and we are coming out with a campaign where the customers who buy during this period, they get, of course, we cannot take all of them, but at least 50 to 100 of them, we take them to the Himalayas, exclusive evening, conversing with Dhoni on cars, cricket and more. And so it's again about experiences, right? That
Yeah,
what can
like
we
you
give,
mentioned, yeah.
how can we make it different a bit, and that's something that we are just started. This campaign is just going live now, and so that's again an example of moving away from traditional discount-led sales to more experience-led sales and trying to see. Of course, we have excellent finance offers. I think one of my firm belief is India, the more consumers will shift to luxury because of low EMIs. Today, to buy a luxury car, a lot of people feel still it's a leap of faith, right? To pay 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs down payment, which is almost the price of 2 mass market cars. So today we are saying at a very low down payment like 10 lakhs, just pay 60,000 rupees a month and you can get into the luxury segment. So with our financial services, we have a subsidiary called Mercedes-Benz Financial. It's a non-banking financial company. They have come up with absolutely fantastic offers. We call it Agility Plus, and this is where the big growth we want to take in the festive period. Our outlook is we should continue the double-digit growth that we had in the year. We have some challenges when it comes to the supply side, our production side, but these are, I think my colleagues are doing their best to overcome, and we should end this as one of another best ever year.
I mean, that would be a brilliant thing, right? After the early run that you've had this year. Santosh, let me just sort of take a little bit of a personal question now, personal and professional, because you've, of course, before your current role, you served in sales and marketing as the head for Mercedes-Benz India. So you've sort of, you've been a marketer and you're part of a very exclusive club of marketers turned CEOs. Tell me how that journey has been for you and your experience doing those roles and leading those functions. How has that sort of perhaps given you maybe a greater appreciation for it now that you are in, like you mentioned, the hot seat? I mean, what are some of the learnings that you perhaps
my cardinal
made?
principle, even when I was in marketing, was and that marketing actually gave me a very razor sharp customer view. Everything on customer insights, what does the customer want, how do we develop things for that, and then I had a big shift to customer services, so after sales business. I did that for 3 years in this company, wherein I was responsible for all the workshops in India, spare parts, and all the technical, service, after sales service, post sales service. So a lot of people asked me, how are you going to do this transition? And I said, my fundamentals remain the same. I will see what the customer needs. So we made a lot of changes in service business. For example, we came up with express service. That in 3 hours, you get your car serviced. Or we came up with democratizing parts. So we started giving parts via to apart from our authorized dealers, we also give parts outside our network. So we democratized spare part availability. A lot to do with things on service packages, because customers said owning a luxury car is expensive, also maintaining. So we said, what can we do? So I think my success mantra is, as long as you are following what the customer needs and you adapt strategies, it's fine. And then when I came back to sales and marketing, I had a full view. I had a marketing view, I had a customer services view, and then to do sales was much more easier, because you are looking at the pre-sales experience and the post-sales experience and then core sales. And I think when you gel all of this in, you can create a more better brand, a much more better customer experience brand for, also, and more so in the luxury space, because we have 170,000 customers in India. So on one side you can say, wow, a lot of customers, but it's a close-knit community. Many of them know each other with families, with friends. And if the brand is not credible, if we are not, and problems come, let's accept, we are making cars, engineered, so some issues. The way we resolve it, the way the accessibility is there for the customer makes a hell of a lot of difference in this segment. So I think for me, marketing really helped me to get the customer view much more clearer, and then everything else is, for me, is more immaterial. And this is the obsession, I would say, the customer obsession that I am still driving in the organization to say, whatever we do, let's come from that red hot seat. Let's imagine the customer is sitting there and then take our decisions, be it product, be it marketing, be it sales or experience, even planning production topics, because many of them have booked the car today for expecting they will get the car during Ganesh Chaturthi and Diwali.
Right.
Now we have challenges. Customers won't understand those challenges. So with my production colleague, we are absolutely clear that the problem is ours. We need to solve it, get the car on time for the festive delivery, else it will be unforgiving. So I think marketeers have this unique ability because they are groomed to come from the customer view much more than sales and many other functions. So
right.
my advice would be to follow that instinct, and I think the corner office is no different.
Not an ivory tower for you, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Just a quick question on what you're seeing, especially with some of your peers in the luxury auto space. Any sort of learnings from your competition and how they have been sort of navigating the luxury market here, and of course with the inclusion of EVs?
No, I think all of them have been doing a good job in terms of growing the market. As I said, as we are focused on top end of the market, many of them are also focused on the entry segment of the market. So they are also doing a great job in getting more customers with lower price points into the luxury car segment. And of course, that's a very good thing, because then these customers will slowly upgrade from premium to luxury over a period of time. So each one has their own strategy. I think even on electrification, they all are placing the bets. We were the first to localize. I think we are the only ones, apart from one odd brand, which has localized an electric car to be made in India. But it's a matter of time. I keep saying this, that electrification is alone not the answer for sustainability. When you look at sustainability, it's a much bigger topic, because electrification only solves tailpipe emission. What do you do with your suppliers? What do you do with our dealer retail? So we are also committed that 1/3 of our retail network by end of this year will be on alternative energy as an option. We will transform our dealer network to use sustainable power, and also our idea is to go net zero. Carbon neutrality coming from the car, using recycled materials, ensuring the car can be recycled. So if you take that view, electrification is just one step wherein you are taking care of tailpipe emissions, and then of course you have to work on all the other elements. And here I am proud to say we lead across. This plant in Pune is run by 100% renewable power already as such. And so we are working fast. Worldwide, the ambition is we become a carbon neutral company by 2039. Of course,
and on track for that?
We are on track. In fact, by 2030, a big amount would be achieved. The last 20% is the bigger challenge. The first 80, we still are accelerating towards that much faster. And I'm proud to say, as a company, we are on track.
I mean, that's a great note to end our conversation on, right? Drawing that parallel. Thank you so much for your time, Santosh. It was lovely chatting with you, like always.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming over. Thank you.
Thank you.